project has been such a support, such a joy, that I know that if I didn't have those connections, I would feel very empty. I mean, yes, I can read a good mystery or a good novel, and get down into that. But lose myself a little there. But after I finish the book, what next? Nothing to look forward to, nothing to be proud of. I think, may not answer your question precisely, but the time that I, one occasion that I can remember feeling that I had indeed done something somewhat special was August 24th, 2006, standing on the bridge over, watching the bulldozers move the sand to create the opening into the newly restored Bolsa Chica wetlands. I felt a sense of pride that it was the first time that I really said, I feel proud, I have been a part of something.
I did that.
That is...
Me and my buddies did that.
Exactly. And so ever since, having had that feeling, when people compliment me on what we've done, I say, yes, it was wonderful being a part of that, but you all helped, and the people in the last 37 years.
It's a long time to be involved in one project,
yeah,
which is what Mary Detloff was talking about. She never imagined
Nope.
how long they would be doing it.
No. And while there is still a little, a small area that does need to be restored, the maintenance, the management to keep that land safe for the people to enjoy, for the wildlife to enjoy.
So you need young people to get involved, because
yes.
someday you won't be able to.
Yes. And we have student membership at $10 a year, which a club can get one student membership, and they get our newsletter and can participate in our activities, and the coastal cleanup, or while I enjoy weeding, I also enjoy picking up trash. Just because...
That's I'm sure you know that to most people that would sound very funny.
That's right.
We make people who've been convicted of some minor crime pick up trash as a way of paying their penalty.
As a way of paying to...
and you do it because you like it, because you want to see the trash gone.
Because I want to see the trash gone. So we, and I initiated the last Saturday trash pickup at the south parking lot on Pacific Coast Highway, because we have our free public tour in its 37th year now, on the first Saturday of the month. So if there's only 1 week's trash around the parking lot for visitors to see, they are more likely to think of it as a clean place and not litter themselves, and come down and help clean up otherwise.
If I could give you an ironclad guarantee that you could not fail, that your next project, an ironclad guarantee of success, what would you attempt?
One of the most frustrating things in our lives now with the Bolsa Chica is the existence of 3 separate organizations, each having their own agenda.
Are their agendas substantively different?
Somewhat, but there is not a. I think the Amigos de Bolsa Chica is the organization that wants to get together, wants to have a common education program to teach the facts of the biology, the ecology, the history of the area that is one and the same, that we all give tours in. And it wastes so much energy in having 3 separate docent training programs, and in three.
So why don't they come together? It seems unnatural to me.
That's right. Seems the natural to me and to us as well. But the
is it because someone's saying, if you won't let me be quarterback, I'm going to take my football and go home?
That's a very good description, yes. And other groups rewriting the history, taking the credit for saving the Bolsa Chica, and not recognizing that the Amigos were there 10 or 15 years earlier. Doing
I would say allowing them to take all the credit they want would only serve the common good. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Instead of standing on, no, we were there 15 years before you.
Yeah.
But anything to assuage their sensitive egos would only benefit the endeavor.
Yeah. We do not criticize them. It just rolls off because we certainly know the facts, and they acknowledge that. But it's with fundraising, 2 different groups will go off after the same
donor.
Yeah, and it just is. One group has more sources of income or ways of getting good grants. One group has the interpretive center facility. They were created as a result of the lawsuit to have a physical presence there at the Bolsa Chica. They are able to do research, and we send a lot of people over to see their exhibits, and to anyone that wants to do water quality testing or other things can work with them. We encourage anybody that comes on our tours even to go work with the land trust to help plant natives on the mesa, on the bluffs. So
native species, you mean?
Native plants.
Right, because some people might hear the word native and think you're meaning
Americans.
Native American. Yeah.
No,
Let's go plant some Native Americans.
No, they are the ones that are the strongest promoters of the Native American heritage on the Bolsa Chica. They're more involved with the mesa, the highland development. But,
if I could give you any superpower, either one you've heard of or one that you make up right now, which one would you request of me?
Defying the aging process. My mind is very, very, very willing to work for
But your body's saying no.
8 or 10 hours.
So you'd want to be youthful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's because I am still involved.
You'd want to be able to have the stamina you had when you were 19.
Well, and no back problems and so on.
Okay. Who are your heroes?
My grandmother,
Because
definitely, because she was such a beautiful and gracious and very, very actively involved person with the world gardening, of horticulture, of
You mean like the gardens up in Pasadena?
yes, she took me to the Huntington Botanic Gardens, and I later helped develop a volunteer program, gardening program up there. But she took us to the Hollywood Bowl, and was a reader. She just read avidly, listened to the news, traveled when she was able, went to art galleries, and was very kind to the Spanish people, Mexican people who helped at the nursery that she was involved with the growing grounds, and had them teach me Spanish when I was 10 years old. So I enjoyed learning Spanish, and my husband and I both speak Spanish and enjoy traveling in South America as a result. So she's one. Another one certainly is Norma Gibbs.
Tell us about her. I'm not familiar with her.
She was one of the first speakers back in 1968, 69 for AAUW. She was a biology professor at Long Beach State. Was the first mayor in Seal Beach, first woman mayor in Seal Beach, first woman mayor in Orange County at that point. Moved to Huntington Beach with her 2 kids after her husband divorced her because she was too active. And
He wanted her to be a stay-at-home mom.
perhaps, but she was, I admired her so much from the first moment she gave a talk at AUW. In college, she had had tuberculosis and was not given years to live. She would never go to college, never have kids. And so when she was in a home for TB for a year or so, she read everything she could, just set her life goals to travel, to go to college, to have kids, and to do lots and lots of good for the community. She's still a wonderful person. I enjoy talking to her anytime I can. She has actually 2 cabins in Idlewild.
She's still alive.
Yes, that she generously donates to organizations as fundraisers, and we've spent many a weekend or more enjoying the mountains and the wildlife, nature, and all of the wonderful things she's collected that she leaves there and trusts people to take
Care for.
to respect.
Is there anyone besides those 2 you think are important enough to mention now?
Shirley Detloff certainly is one. As a colleague who has worked in many different areas in the community. We've worked together in Amigos, as founding members of Amigos de Bolsa Chica. We've been together in a gourmet cooking group for 40 years. The Detlofs and the Bowers and the Karens, a lot of other community leaders who just enjoy each other's company because we respect the work and the life.
Well, I'm grateful to you for sharing with us. You've been very kind and gracious, allowing me in your home and sharing yourself with us. I know you've added value to my project, and I appreciate your consideration.